Hey guys, this is Graham from 613 Equipment Rentals. I've also got my Ottawa West Excavation merch on. That's my excavation company that I run on the side as well. Today I want to make a video just to show you the process for Ritchie Bros auction online bidding. I have bid and I've successfully purchased 3 items, and what I'd like to do is just show you kind of what you're supposed to do or how you log in, where to navigate on the website, how the bidding process works, and how to schedule a pickup for your equipment. And then I'll eventually show you the day we schedule and travel down to Amaranth to collect the equipment. And I just wanted to put a video out there for anybody looking to purchase used equipment at auction. And in my case, it's sight unseen. It's about 5.5 hours away. Just to be familiar with what to expect when you get there and how to navigate the online portion of it. And just to add, the reason I am purchasing these particular items, there's too many excavators in one trailer. The trailers, the Miska trailer, which is sold under like a corporate number, but they are produced by Miska, are exclusively sold at Home Depot, and the only way you can get your hands on one is when they come up to auction. Because Miska will not sell directly to the consumer. These trailers are fantastic because they're super user-friendly for renters. They have hydraulic surge brakes, which is a big bonus. So that's the reason I'm targeting that trailer at auction, is so I can add that to my rental fleet. And the two mini excavators, which are Kubota KX008s, one my intention is to sell in the spring, and then the other one I will add to my rental fleet.
All right, so I'm just going to walk you through kind of the first steps. You're going to go to ritchiebrothers.com. It'll either prompt you to log in, which I recommend you do. You'll have to create a profile. If I recall, when I first created my account, I had to enter some credit card data, and then you get approved for a credit limit. In my case, it's $75,000. That's not tied to the credit card. That's just, I can't remember if they did a credit check, but that's my bidding limit. So my objective here is to talk about the bidding process, both watch lists when you've entered the auction versus not, and the items I've purchased. So in my case, the auction has already occurred for the equipment I've purchased. So I'll go to my purchases, and it's nice and laid out. So the October 22 to 24 Ontario Regional event was the one I had entered. And here you can see the 3 lots that I successfully purchased. Here, this is the totals before taxes and fees. So if you hit download invoice, it'll spit out an invoice with all the payment instructions and just some personal information, which I don't want to post. Basically, the subtotal will be $32.50. Add 10% to that number, which is the auction fee. Multiply that number then by 13%, which is HST, and in this case add $115 title fee for the trailer. If you go to the make a payment screen, it'll prompt you to with the wire transfer instructions, and you can pay by credit card, but they put the credit card fees back on you. So I think it was 3%. I was close to $800. So they'll take credit card, but you're the one who's paying for it. So these are the items I purchased. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to simulate how I purchased the items using a different auction. So we're going to go to Houston, Texas auction, which is live presently. Click on it. And then you can see the items that are up for sale. And we're going to use the Silverado as an example. Now you can bid from this screen here and hit the bid icon over here without actually entering the auction. It's just like a second layer, and we can see the bidding that has occurred up to this point. We're at $500 increments. Now if you add this to your watch list, you can do so by hitting the heart button here, and it'll add to your watch list on this screen. However, when I bid on equipment, I like to actually go one step further, which is entering the auction in the top right corner. And first it'll prompt you to register it. You register, and then you enter the timed auction. And the steps I'm taking here are the exact same steps I took to purchase the Kubota and the trailer, but I got excited and during the bidding process I completely forgot to screen record the whole thing. So if you go to your watching and bidding, now I've pre-added these from after having entered this auction screen. Your watch list from excuse me, this screen here will not carry over to your watch list from when you actually hit the enter auction button. So you'll have to add it twice. I like this screen because you can see, you know, there's 3 trucks here. You see the counters come down, and I've hit the watching button on all of them, and then you can quick bid all of them. So when I was bidding on the Kubotas, I had the trailer, I had multiple trailers of the same model. I had a price I was willing to pay, like a max price, and then it was the same for the Kubota KX008s. And I was kind of like quick bidding on this one, that one. I knew some that I wanted to buy, some that I didn't, so I was just kind of tracking it. A little stressful for the first time, but it was kind of exciting. And alternatively, you can put a maximum bid on the item you're looking to purchase, and then the system will bid in the increments that it's set at. In this case, it's $500 increments at this point, and it'll bid it up to the maximum that you're willing to pay. So if you click on the actual item, you'll see the bidding history dating back to when it opened on November 3rd. And you can see, for example, you know, bidder ending in 48 is interested. I've been bidding it since yesterday, 48 again. And what you'll notice too, if somebody set a higher limit than you, it'll bid it up right away. So you'll know that, you know, you're competing with that individual. Because if you quick bid 20 grand and it goes to 20,500 immediately, then somebody set a higher limit. And basically, you need to be ready to ride the emotional roller coaster of bidding with them. What'll happen is this will come down to 0. It'll count down to 0. It'll say going once, going twice, going 3 times. If it gets bid up during those counts, 2 minutes of time will be added on each occasion, extending the bidding period until it goes 3 times and closes. You'll be notified by email that you've won that lot. It'll tell you here on the screen as well. And you will not receive like formal payment instructions until the entire auction closes. So I was like, okay, did I actually win it? But don't be spooked. They'll send you an email. And in this case, I think it said it closed on the 6th of November. So I guess all the lots close and then they send payment instructions to everyone. So just circling back to the items I purchased, it has your name and information, and all the line items are below, but it does contain some personal information, which I'm not comfortable releasing online at this point. But what you want to know is this guy here are the payment instructions. So I'm a RBC client, Royal Bank of Canada, and I went over with this document, and it shows all the information you need to pay them, and they recommend a wire transfer. Now, when I was at RBC, they're like, oh, it's RBC to RBC because Ritchie Bros is with RBC, and I would have avoided paying a $45 fee, but it got hung up. They had to make calls. It was really complicated for some reason. So ultimately, the clerk told me, yeah, they really only accept wire transfers. So I was there for like an hour, which should have been a 15-minute process. So they waived the $45 fee, sent the wire. I'd gone on the phone with somebody from Ritchie Bros, and they're like, yeah, just wire it. It'll be faster for us to be notified, and we'll be able to send you your release papers that much faster. So once you get the wire confirmation, RBC will print out a sheet. What you do then is you use the email, and I'm not sure if it's here. But there's an email that comes to you. There you go, Toronto mail at rbauctions.com. So you just enter your bidder number in the subject title, and then you send them a copy of your wire confirmation, and that just helps them track it and send you the release documents faster. I should also add that nothing gets charged. Like the credit card that you have on file with these guys, nothing gets charged to it. Basically, you're honoring your promise to pay. They've had very little non-payment issues, so it's not like it's getting charged your credit card right away. They don't want credit cards. They just want direct payments. So you've successfully bid on your items. You've won them. And when the auction closes and you sent your wire, they will send you an email confirmation saying, hey, we've received your wire and release documents. So the next step is to follow the link to book an appointment. And in this case, select Amaranth. And this is my first time doing this, so I wasn't actually sure. You get the loader for free. I guess there's some valet service that you can use to pick up your stuff. I don't really know what that means, but I just wanted to make sure when I was here navigating through this that I wasn't gonna end up purchasing any services I didn't need. So you follow the link. You tell them, you select which style of loader depending on the scale or size of equipment you need, and then it prompts you to a calendar with their availability. And in my case, I selected November 3rd, which is a Monday, and I had to factor in my 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive, so I figured 1 in the afternoon would be a safe bet. So I selected the 1 p.m. option, and then it prompts you to another screen where you had to enter some additional information, and you get confirmation that you've successfully scheduled your pickup, and you enter some lot numbers and so on.
Hey guys, this is Graham with 613 Equipment Rentals. Just here with my friend Marco. We're presently on our way to Amaranth, Ontario, and we're going to pick up the equipment that I recently bid on from a Ritchie Bros auction. I've bought a Miska tandem axle trailer, which will be for my John Deere, and I've purchased 2 KX008 mini excavators. Everything's sight unseen. This is just a follow-up to the experience that I've shown you online thus far with regards to how to purchase everything. So we're about 34 minutes from the Ritchie Bros yard, and when we get there, I don't know what to expect exactly, but I have my paperwork, my release papers, and a bunch of chain biters and so on. So I'll grab some video when we arrive there, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like, what the steps are when you arrive, and you'll just be familiar with what to do when you pick up your new equipment. Alright, we're approaching our destination. I presume this building has something to do with the Ritchie Bros auction and all those vehicles you can see in the distance. Alright, so we're just pulling up. It looks like it's a brand new facility, which I think it is. I believe it was in Bolton before. So we're just gonna film and kind of see what this is all about. Lot number 397. Cool. Alright, there's a check-in station here. I'll let you guys go for a minute once we get our paperwork sorted out. Okay, so we just checked in with the first guy here. I had my paperwork ready, my release form, which I printed online. I said, just make your way over to the right side of this guy over here and somebody will come see me for the paperwork. I'm about an hour early for my appointment, but I guess I still have priority and they'll still let me in to grab my stuff. So stand by for the next step. Okie dokie, we're done at our second checkpoint, I guess. So the attendant here gave me the keys for the 2 Kubota excavators. We're being directed towards another attendant who's going to tell us where our lots are located. Okay, so third checkpoint. So we've been directed to row 17, I believe. And I guess they're like numbered down this main channel. So you go up the main channel and there's like, I can't remember, 17 or 7. Anyway, you go left and then you'll be able to grab all the equipment. And then we'll come back to row number 2, which is where the mini axes are. We can actually see them right over there. And yeah, so we'll grab our trailer first in 17 is what he said. And then we'll double back. It's like a gauntlet of rows here. Pretty cool. We'll double back and grab our mini axes once we got our trailer, because we can't tow them without our trailer. So there's 17. We're starting to see some trailers. So we're gonna take a left hook down 17.
Oh, next one.
Yeah, next one, Marco. Perfect. All right. And here we go. So our lot is 747. And it should be any second here. 747, here we are. All right. All right, so here we are in the row of trailers. Sight unseen. Lights work, that's a good sign. Everything looks in good order. Comes with the chains and the binders, so that's kind of nice. Slate light, banged up a little bit, but certainly usable. And our wire harness and jack and everything's functioning correctly, so that's nice. So our next stop is the 2 excavators.
Go for seriously.
All right, so we're done in lane 17. We're headed back to lane 2, I believe. So we'll take you there. So far so good. I'd say pretty clear cut, lane 17. Trailer was right where it was supposed to be. There's a lot of equipment here. Of course, a rainy, windy day, fun loading. So now we're gonna fire up 2 KX08s. Hopefully they run as they were shown in the video. They were running. And then I've asked Marco to remind me not to forget the ownerships for the trailer. And I guess they'll probably prompt me for that on the way out. All right, here we go. Okie dokie, so we got 1511, 1512, and they're both here. All right, we're not gonna waste any time, fire these right up.
Uh-oh.
Is that the right key, Marco?
It is. Let's have the battery disconnected maybe. I don't know. No lights or anything.
All right, we might have a dead battery. Not the start we were looking for.
All right. Well, I guess we try the other one.
We'll try number 2.
Same thing.
Okay. Check the battery.
All looks good. Unless they've got kill switches on them, maybe.
Okay, so we're gonna be looking for a kill switch, and then we'll be troubleshooting from there. Okay, we're gonna try and boost our machines using one of the other ones. That's a good sign.
Got some lights. Well, there's signs of life. We'll let it charge for a bit.
All right, we'll let it charge for a bit.
I think it's gonna do it.
All right, we might hunt down somebody with a booster. All right, so we weren't able to get it fired up,
sir.
but they have a boost truck. So if you're stuck, you'll get a boost truck to assist to fire your machines up, which is great. So I'm gonna load it up. Let's go boost truck.
First time here documenting
For the YouTube channel. Oh yeah. All right, boost truck. This is excellent service. Very quick.
Best service ever. Okay.
All right, he's activating the battery bank or something he's got there. All right. Oh. Almost.
Close.
There it is. All right, boost truck for 1 of 2. We got to do the second machine now, fellas. Alrighty. Boost truck. Look at that suspension weighed down by the batteries and generators.
Too much weight for that truck.
All right, we got Marco handling the business.
Oh, that was way easier. A little cold.
A little cold. All right, now we'll work on the loading. Thanks, booster boys.
That'll be even better, bingo.
Boots on my feet, the rooster's crow is my morning beat. Flannel shirt, tractors hum in the air, This simple life don't have a care. 'Cause I'm a country boy living it right, under the stars in the pale moonlight, with the fields to roam and a heart that's true. Ain't nothing else I'd rather do. Fishing pole leaning by the old creek, mud on my jeans every day of the week. Mama's pie on the windowsill, working all day, but I love it still. 'Cause I'm a
Okie dokie, so we're fully loaded. We had the booster boys and their truck come, strapped, chained to the backs. Here we are. And now we're gonna do our checkout process. And we're gonna be out of here. Alrighty, we're back in the truck. It's pretty nippy and shitty out there. So now we've loaded up. We're 1 o'clock. I think we got here just 5 or 10 minutes past 12. So an hour to get kind of sorted out, loaded, and whatever. Now we're gonna go check out the last, I don't know, checkout process. I guess they double check our paperwork, and we're on the road.
4 and 5?
Yeah, 4 and 5. All right, so we tried to come out the way we came in, and we were directed to, well, I see the exit sign near lane 4 and 5. And then I asked about the ownerships for the trailer. He said, leave the yard and then grab your ownerships at the office. Park your truck first. So we'll kind of show that. All right, through the gauntlet of backhoes and loaders we go. Lots to look at. Oh, cool. 259D3s, black. We like those. But we're here for a few items and we picked them up. We certainly didn't budget another 50 to 100,000 in equipment today. So we're gonna make our way to the exit, which is right over here. And then I think we find a temporary parking spot, grab our paperwork, and then we're out of here. Marco has brand new brakes on his truck, and apparently that's what they do when they're brand new, according to the dealership. Okay, so one more quick inspection of our load, making sure we're leaving with what we're supposed to. And the building right over here with the orange Ritchie Bros sign is where we will get the ownerships for the trailer. So I'm gonna run in there, and then we should be peeling out pretty quickly. All right, I'm back in the truck. It's about 10 minutes in the office, just waiting. They went over, grabbed somebody, and they went over to find the title ownership documents. And then they come out with a package. This was previously registered to Home Depot in Alberta, so they gave me Alberta paperwork, bill of sale, and some other transfer documents. Basically, I take this whole package to the Ministry of Transportation in Ontario, and I should be able to transfer the ownerships from this trailer into my name. Anyway, so we're loaded, chained, got the paperwork, pretty smooth operation. I'd say we were in and out in an hour. And now we have our 5.5 hour, 6 hour drive back to Ottawa, and off we go.
Flannel shirt, tractors humming the air. This simple life don't have a care.